I think we'll go say hello to the guys at Michigan Baggers Racing. And that's the sound of more power. What is up, peoples of YouTube? I am the Motorcycle Mick, and today we are talking about this bike and all the other Softails Harley makes. But before I get into that, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you do like this video, be sure to leave a big thumbs up. I love seeing all the thumbs ups I get. Let's see if we can hit 20 likes on this video. 20. Actually, this morning I woke up and was watching a video from one of the guys I talk to sometimes. His channel's called Gears and Gadgets. I'll link it below. He kind of brought an idea to my head that looks awfully a lot like the Harley logo. You know, and this is my interpretation and this is my thought process. So this is not his video. Go check it out. He talked about how Gen Xers were the ones that kind of killed Harley because they're not really passing on the torch to where people want to ride Harleys, and then there's millennials. That's like him and me, and that really got me thinking about Harley-Davidson and their whole plan. He pointed out this commercial where it was like Eagle Rider. It's a bunch of younger people that sign some papers, go for a ride. I mean, you can see that commercial if you want to. He talked about supporting creators that are on Harleys that don't have to, like me. I don't have to make videos about my Harley. It's YouTube. I can make videos about anything that I wanted to, but I chose Harleys. And then he pointed something out that was very, very true. He talked about the new baggers and how they needed to change them, and he put up some designs about how they could update the bikes to be more what millennials want to see, more updated, more modern. But what I think he missed, and this is nothing on him because he's going for the whole market, I love smaller bikes with big motors, and that is the Softail lineup. What is it with people trying to kill me? Didn't your mom ever tell you look both ways before you cross the street or pull out into fucking traffic? But the Softails are a lineup that people kind of often underestimate. It's seen as a jump bike. Then you go to the full bagger. You should be thinking is this could be your touring bike, or this could be your daily. Something I love about Softails in general, they're very versatile motorcycles. They aren't a small bike that allows you to go for a short distance, but they're also not just a long touring bike that's big and heavy and difficult to maneuver. And yes, I know there are people that can maneuver them, and it's like, I'm gonna probably get a bunch of flack from people that are like, oh, I've been riding since dinosaurs, and I've never had a problem. But I think that the Softail can actually save Harley-Davidson's sales, but they don't push it. They rather sell the full dresser, and the person that's gonna buy that normally is not a young kid unless he's being like pushed towards it. But I don't think that's what they should be doing. Right here underneath me, I have a full-size touring bike that bought stock, and this is the special model, by the way. It's got the 114, it's got all the special goodies, had them add speakers on it. It's still about, I don't know, $5,000-$6,000, if not more, cheaper than a full-size bagger. And I know there is the electrolyte standard, but I'm not going to get into that. Where I'm going with this is Harley's lineup of Softails is so versatile that it could be a bike for every person that wanted to ride it, and some of them convert into other bikes. Like this one, I can take the windshield and bags off, and then I got a nice bar hopper, lightweight. I mean, it's already lightweight, but stripped down, cool looking. But what I'm gonna do now is kind of go through the Softail lineup, kind of explain what I mean. We're gonna obviously start with a Heritage, a touring bike. People may not see it as such. They might, you know, it's good for short trips, but I've been on some pretty long trips with this bike, and it's comfy, and I've seen others on forums I'm on and Facebook pages that have taken these bikes really far and still remain comfy. It's the only Softail that comes with bags. It comes with all the headlights. It comes with the windshield. It comes with basically everything you need for touring. All the stuff I added on here was just personal preference, added protection. It's got the digital dash like all the Softails have, so like, you know, you can scroll through all the stuff. And by all means, with the new suspension, this bike, and it comes with cruise control. This bike comes with cruise control and ABS, and ABS seems to be a pretty good standard option. Like, it comes on the bike. You don't have to have it as an option. If you want to get to more of the southern end, you like that club look, you like that other kind of bike, you have the Street Bob. The Street Bob is nice because it's kind of an intro bike to a Softail that's not a Softail Slim. So this, I mean, if I strip this down to look a lot like a Softail Slim, but if you want that more club style bars already come on it, you know, kind of already customized. The Street Pop's a great option. Stepping up from that, we go to the Slim, which is kind of like your entry, not really entry level, but you know, it's a Slim, but it is fun. It's lightweight once again. But then we get into more drastic bikes like the Fat Bop. The Fat Bop is unique. The Fat Bop is a bike that can compete with sport bikes, and it pissed off a lot of people. Making cornering fun again. Big motor, Softail frame, the more upright riding position on it, digital gauges, the square headlight, the adjustable drag bars. It made it a very viable bike, and especially with the way it can corner and handle with the new suspension, it really does have the potential to compete with sport bikes, especially with a tuned-in exhaust. People wanted something that could compete with a sport bike, and Harley made it. They just didn't like how it looked, but a lot of younger crowd do. They like the way the bike looks, they like the way it rides, and how fun it is. Then you have, for the crowd that likes that style and that swagger, we have the Deluxe. Now the Deluxe has always been a decked out motorcycle. I mean, it's kind of like a pimp mobile. I friggin' love it because I'm not a fan of chrome, but the way they do it on that bike, it just makes it look nasty. Then we have the Fat Boy. Yeah, the Fat Boy. It's got all the cool features. It's got the chrome, which I really like it on that bike. The sleek looks to it, big headlight housing, and I know there's probably a proper name for those. Why are we all going underneath the speed limit? Got the big aluminum wheels. Those things look sweet, but they do catch a lot of wind. But it's more like a bar hopper around town. I mean, it does have the same suspension and everything like that, but it does have some fatter tires. But it's a cool looking bike, and I mean, it's more like something you see in Tron. For those that like more straight line speed and kind of a chopper look, you have the Breakout. The Breakout is a great bike because it has a fat tire in the back. It's got some good looking wheels up front. It's got, I don't want to say V-Rod Essent, because there's another one that's more V-Rod Essent, which really is just the same thing, just a little marketed a little bit differently. And if you want to step up from that, you can go to the FXDR, which is a straight freaking monster. I test rode one, and those things haul so much ass, it's not even funny. It's got a huge tire in the back, a good looking tire up front, all along that lip in those wheels. It's got Harley-Davidson. Comes with the 114 with the heavy breather already factory on it, and you can really cut off some weight with the new mufflers. I don't have the Screaming Eagle ones, but there are other brands that make it for the FXDR. But it's a fun bike. You can take on the track, you can take around curves. Like, that's the intended purpose of it. And straight line, it's a freaking rocket. And then we have the brand new Lowrider S. That's right, folks. Harley brought back the Lowrider S in a somewhat new looking form. Oh, you're an idiot. But it comes with the 114 with, I mean, really, they didn't add on the heavy breather like the original one came with. It does come with the 114. It's got the gold wheels, gold everything. I mean, it comes with a lot of stuff to club out your motorcycle. There's a lot of hype behind it because a lot of people love the Dyna Lowrider S. So for them to bring that back after this time since killing the Dyna in 2017, it's a big deal. 2 or 3 years later, people are finally kind of get some stability back in their life because they brought some of the Dynas back in the forms of Softails. But Sportsters and Dynas were always the way to get the younger folks into riding Harleys because you could club it out, you could do stunts, you could do all the cool stuff. But it seems like Harley is jumping away from that, and I don't know how I really feel about the new Street Fighter, if that's going to be a viable replacement for the Sportster. They killed the Dyna off, so what was Harley left with? Something to get people to want to ride Harleys again. And that's where I think that Softails are the way to go with it. They are light, fun, and able to be thrown around and do tricks and stuff on. But no kid's gonna like want to jump in right away and be riding a full-size bagger. And like I said, if they do, they're going to be probably kind of coaxed into it being like, oh man, you need the man's bike. When in reality, the Softail is more of a man's bike because most of them don't have all the protections that a bagger does. Bagger guys say, oh, these are girly bikes, the Sportsters, the Softails, the Heritage, all these bikes are girly bikes, or they're millennial bikes, or they're ugly. When in reality, all the Softails will destroy all of the baggers. When you do the same work to them, and even from the factory, they will destroy the baggers. And I think that's where Harley doesn't realize that the Softail can save their whole system. Because the Softail is cheaper, it can be modified way more to have any custom look they wanted to. I can put 10 different fairings or windshields or whatever on this bike right here. Then I can take the bags off. I can put different bags on it. I can put new handlebars like most bikes can't. You know, the baggers can do new handlebars, but also they're a lot of work because mine is just 4 bolts. Take out some wires, put the wires back in. Oh, once you have to remove the fairing. I mean, these are meant to be worked on and have fun and be used. Also, like, what I was saying is that the bikes are smaller, but they're not too small. My frame on my motorcycle is actually the same size as the touring bikes, but it feels smaller, it feels lighter, it feels more fun. That's because of the way it's designed. I have a 5-gallon tank. Dressers have a dresser. So if you don't know what I mean by dressers, a dresser's to be the bike that's dressed out with everything. You know, fairing, radio, bags, tour pack, whatever you want. You know, that tour pack can be optional, but it's fully decked out. And it comes with a 6-gallon tank. Well, this is a 5-gallon tank. It can get me just as far. My bike is anywhere from 400 plus pounds lighter than a bagger, and that's just dry. That's just sitting there. Once you start adding stuff on there, a dresser's going to get up to 1,000 plus pounds. And this bike with me on it and put all this stuff in there is, I don't know, like 800-900 pounds. I have way more control of this Heritage when I'm stopped because I'm not trying to balance so much weight. So I guess how this sums this up is you can go to Harley, get a really big motor on a light frame and a cheaper price than having to buy a special edition. You get the 114 in it. I know the fact that they're called the specials. This is a FLHCS. This is a special edition with a 114. Still 10 grand cheaper. And I think that's really how the Softails can save Harley. You gotta market to a group that really wants the motorcycles, and no young kid is thinking in their mind, I want a bagger. They're thinking, I want like a sport bike. They're thinking, I want a supermoto. You have to convert their opinion to be wanting something that you have. And Harley has those bikes. For the younger crowd, the Softail is going to be the way to go. You can sell 2 Softails for the price of 1 dresser. So if we're just looking at the money side of it, sell 2 bikes versus 1. It becomes a numbers game. But if you guys did like this video, leave a big thumbs up. I appreciate all the support, and we're up to 206 subscribers. If you are new to the channel, like I said, hit that subscribe button down below. But all in all, I love Softails, and they will save Harley's ass. But as always, as always, I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, nightcap, brunch, lunch, tea, crumpet, wherever you are in the world. And remember to always ride for freedom. Stop.
This shit is old school. They say I'm not supposed to, but I make my own rules. Dawg, this shit is old school. Yo, bitch, man, that's old news. She been on my whole crew. Yeah, that chick is ran through. Ha. This shit sound like old tool. Pull up and I drop the roof, and that bitch a old school. These niggas acting brand new. I just keep it